Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. Another day, another dollar, more news as we gear up to midweek Premier League fixtures, which is only, there's only a few, I think there's only two if I'm not mistaken. There's Man United versus Chelsea because that's a game in hand. There is also Brighton, Manchester City if I'm not mistaken, that's a game in hand. Probably for Brighton and for Man City. So there's that, which we have to keep our eyes on because that's going to be one hell of a fixture. Even though Brighton, as far as I'm concerned, have got Europa League football now, if I'm not mistaken. Or have they still got... I think they've got Europa League football now. It's done. That's done and dusted. They have. It's up to the Europa League spots now. Who's going to get that? Is it going to be Aston Villa or is it going to be Tottenham? So much to fight for there. Anyway, Man United Chelsea is also on the agenda. That preview will be dropping for you guys tomorrow, so make sure you guys are here for that one. I will give you all of my thoughts on what Chelsea should do going into this game, right? I'm going to keep it very simple because there's only one aim and one objective that we should be adhering to in a game that does not matter, and I will reveal all tomorrow. So make sure you're here for that. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell to be notified. Let's get into today's video, which there's a certain striker to talk about. There's a contract given out at Arsenal, which we have to discuss, which funnily enough relates to a Chelsea player. And we've also got, last but not least, Joao Felix and his comments. He has spoken, so we'll get to that. Let's start off with the big elephant in the room. Chelsea need a striker. Now, yesterday, I talked about Vinicius Jr., and just to take a little detour very quickly about Vinicius Jr., 3 guys have been arrested. The La Liga president has come under scrutiny. Valencia have come under scrutiny because what they said, just let's face it, was not enough whatsoever. So far, it doesn't actually seem like Vinicius will leave. Fabrizio Romano has spoken, but the possibility is always there. And I did mention that when a player like Vinicius Jr. becomes available, you'd be stupid not to try and move for him. But we have to also acknowledge him. And this is why I'm talking about this certain striker. Chelsea are in one hell of a financial situation. And not for good, but for bad, right? FFP is an issue. We have to make sure we don't get another loss, financial loss, this year, once this year comes on the book. So for the last financial year, basically, we need to make sure that that is not going to be in the red. Because if it is, we are going to be in trouble. We've already been under losses twice. We've had 2 successive financial losses. If we get a third, we get punished. What is the actual punishment? That is something that we actually have to look into. Because I actually don't know. I actually don't know. Is it severe? Is it not? Is it something we're willing to take? I don't know. But 3 losses, you just don't want to do that. So we have to be careful on our finances, but we also know that we're going to be selling a lot of players this summer. A lot are going to be going out the door. Who? We've got an idea as to who, maybe some are, but not all. We don't know how many, even though we're guessing in between 10 to 15, but we don't know the exact number, and we don't genuinely know 100% who exactly is not going to be here next season. So, with that all up in the air, Chelsea cannot go out and just start splashing because we've done that. And we've done it pretty stupidly, if we're going to be honest, even though we enjoyed it at the time and we thought it was a good idea. As supporters, that is what we do, right? Don't blame yourselves. Don't kick yourselves. If any non-fan tries to tell you, oh, you got excited. No, well, you ain't saying anything now, are you? It's like, well, yeah, if it was you, you'd do the same thing. So shut up. Shut up. If it was your team that splashed out 600 million, what would you do? Oh man, I don't like this. No one would have said that. Unless if it was blatant, if it was obvious that we were spending completely wrong. Right, completely. Now, to be fair to some non-Chelsea fans, some did point it out and said, I think they're being a bit too reckless here. Fair play, they've got it on the money. Those guys are absolutely spot on. In hindsight, looking at it, yes, we were stupid. But we're going after 3 positions that we absolutely need, regardless of financial situation. We need to address it. We need a goalkeeper, we need a DM to combine with Enzo, and we need a striker. Because, let's face it, do we want Lukaku to be the leading guy next season? Some are actually saying yes. Please, have some pride. Have some pride. Don't just accept any Tom, Dick or Harry. You know, there are other strikers in the world. You do know that. Lukaku is not the only football striker on the planet. Just there are other guys, you know. We're not forced to just go with Lukaku. Honestly, Put your head up a little bit and have some dignity. After what happened, no. Out the door, mate. And he does not want to be here. So I don't want to be in a situation where he doesn't want to be here. We don't want him. We got to do with him. No. You don't want to be here? Bye. See you later. We'll find a way for you. Even if it means we have to terminate your contract, we'll take the blow. It's fine. But there is a certain striker that, I said it yesterday, for a striker, we need, I feel, someone that is killing it where they are if they're not already in the Premier League. Now, if they're in the Premier League like an Ivan Toney, I think many people look at Ivan Toney and go, yeah, you know what, I'd take him. Because you know he's already adapted, he's proven to an extent at the level that he was playing at Brentford. You don't expect them to go on and win the title, do you? But for where he was killing it. So you look at Ivan Toney, for example, and you think, yeah, but with the betting scandal, he's out for months, he's been punished. Man, he might not even have match fitness by the time he becomes available. So we got to take that in consideration. However, Erling Haaland is a prime example of what Manchester City decided to do and take him. And look what happened. Victor OSIMHEN is the other guy that you look at and go, yep, he is absolutely killing it. You'd be stupid not to move for him. Now, it seems like Chelsea are, in fact, interested. But how much is this going to cost? Let me show you the latest. Here it is. And this is coming from Florian Plettenberg, very well-known Sky Sports journalist over in Germany, funnily enough. But he's given us the latest. Here it is. Chelsea are pushing for Victor OSIMHEN. There is expectations of £95 million plus bonuses, but ADL wants £130 million. Man, this guy. ADL, the ghost of ADL has shown up again, honestly, man. Doing business with this guy is just, it's dreadful. It's dreadful. It's painful. It's just pain. It's torment. Why do we have to do it again? Why? But you know what? Look, we deserve it. This time, unlike the last time I would look at ADL, you guys would remember if you're old school, on my old channel. And I remember talking about ADL and going, man, what are you doing? You're just being spiteful at this point. You're just trying to cause us pain. But you know what? Now we deserve all the pain we get after what we've decided to do, what we've been doing, how we've been run. We've decided we deserve all the pain. So ADL, and to be fair, look, it's a fair offer. He wants 130. I don't blame him. Victor OSIMHEN's absolutely killing it. And for me, Victor OSIMHEN is a striker that I look at and I have confidence. I have confidence because he's not just fulfilled the expectation at Napoli. He has completely exceeded it. He's taken it to another level, right? So that gives me confidence he would come into England and he would do well. Because that is what we need. We need someone that's not just going to kill it somewhere else and come to England and struggle. We need someone that's going to be able to walk straight in and get themselves going. Victor OSIMHEN, I think, is that guy. Erling Haaland was that guy. I think OSIMHEN is that guy too. So, look, 95 million plus bonuses is a fair offer, isn't it, ADL? Come on, give us something. Give us something. But they're in a very, very good financial position. They're in a good position on a footballing level. They've just won Serie A. I mean, their pool is up here right now. Whereas us, we don't even have Champions League football. So we don't even have European football. We don't even have Conference League football. Yeah, we have no football. So as this is what I'm saying, we deserve all the pain we're going to get in terms of trying to get a player like Victor OSIMHEN. It'd be very difficult for us to do that. Now, we also have to take into consideration that if we were to fork out 130 million for Victor OSIMHEN, we better make sure we find some spare change behind the sofa or in Todd Bowley's back pocket or something, because we are going to basically need to sell, I think, more than 15 players to be able to not make a loss if we were to spend this much. And the truth is the truth. We are going to spend this much whether we like it or not. As I said, striker, DM, and goalkeeper. Goalkeeper's going to cost a considerable amount. A DM, if we're going for a Caicedo, is still going to cost a considerable amount. If we're going for a Lavia from Southampton, now thank God they've got relegated, so that might bring the fee a little bit down. We might be able to pull, but Man City want him too. So we've got the stiffest competition we could ask for. And Victor OSIMHEN walking from Napoli, Serie A winners, we're going to be spending. So this is why I'm saying we need to sell very, very smartly, and that's going to be difficult as well. So, look, if we're going to have to take the damage, we take the damage, but Victor OSIMHEN absolutely needs to happen as far as I'm concerned. He would be my go-to striker. Yesterday I asked all of you in the comments, who would you go to? For me, it is this guy, Victor OSIMHEN, easily. easily if we're looking abroad. So that's the latest. We'll see what happens on that front. We'll keep tabs on that. I hope we do push for Victor Osimhen, and let's give it a go. Let's give it a go and let's see what happens. That's all we can ask for with the situation that we are in. Now, Joao Felix. Let's move on to Joao Felix before we get to the other big elephant in the room after today's news elsewhere. Joao Felix, on his Chelsea future, said this: I don't know yet on my future, but these 4-5 months, I love it. I would really like to be here. Did Joao Felix actually say that? You can see him on a microphone literally saying that. These last 4-5 months, he actually loved. Is he okay? Is he alright? We hated it, mate. I don't know about you. You're saying you love it, mate. Sign him up. If he loved the last 4 months, God, mate, he's going to love the next 2-3 seasons. That's for sure. It doesn't get any lower than what we've been through the last 4-5 months. That's the worst we've seen our football club. He loves it. If he loves that, he'll love anything. So you know what? Sign him up. Sign him up. We'll see what happens. If we can, to be honest, look, we're in a financial situation, like I've said. If we can get him on another loan for a season, I think Atletico would agree to that. I think that would be the way to go. Another loan. Let's keep it cool. Doesn't go to Atletico. We'll pay his wages, but we'll keep him. We won't pay a fee, and let's just see it out for another season and let's see what we get. Because Mason Mount is going to be leaving, and that's what I'm going to come to next. But if he's going to be leaving, I would say we need to keep Joao Felix. Joao Felix. Then again, if Nkunku's coming in, Joao Felix, Kai Havertz, one of them has to go, I think. And Nkunku's coming in, and if Joao Felix stays, then there's got to be Kai. But Kai, there's rumours he might be staying. Don't know. So let's wait and see what happens. Personally, I would rather Felix. At this point. Let's see what happens. And if he's optimistic and he's loved the last 4-5 months, mate, respect. I don't know how. I genuinely don't know how. If I'm a player and I decide and I was a part of that, I'd be coming on the interview and going, "Man, that was abysmal. I've hated my life for the last 4-5 months. I don't know what to do." Honestly, that's what I would say. But fair play to Joao Felix. If he enjoyed it, he enjoyed it. Fair play to him. Bloody Atletico must have been hell. If he enjoyed the last 4-5 months, what the hell was Diego Simeone doing to him? I think we need to find out, honestly. Now, if we're going to move away to end the video, I mentioned Mason Mount. I want to show you this. This came from Arsenal earlier on today, and it has to be mentioned. It's from David Ornstein. Check this out. Bukayo Saka has signed a new contract to keep him at Arsenal until 2027. Deal for the 21-year-old England international, 4 years, no option to extend, worth in and around £15 million per season. Strong interest from other clubs, but only ever wanted to stay, plus win honours with Arsenal. Look, congrats to Saka, but bloody hell, man. Are we being serious here? This is what it's coming down to now. A player like Saka, right, at Arsenal, and fair play, quality player, let's have it right, quality player. But, put the handbrake on very quickly. He's 21 years old. He's been given a new contract worth £300,000 a week. I'm sorry, man, but this is stupid. This is stupid. Come on. 21. How do you want players of that age to be able to push themselves to a level where, they strive for, they try to hit levels that have not been hit before? How do you want to do that when you get them completely comfortable at 21 years old with £300,000 a week coming through their bank account? It's impossible. It's not happening. He's living life now. That's it. In his head, he's made it. He's going to come. He's going to be like, yeah, I am Bukayo Saka. Yeah? I'm Saka. You dumb. He's going to have that in his head now, and I don't blame him. He's got 300 grand coming through his bank account every week. I would, 21 years old, but it's stupid. Now, this is where we turn to Mason Mount, right? Mason Mount is a little older. But there's the whole contract situation, and some people are making the comparison of, oh no, look, there's young players getting paid this much. What are Chelsea doing? They're not giving Mason Mount what he's asking for. I'm sorry, this sort of number with this sort of age is stupid. It's ridiculous. It shouldn't happen. This is a sort of salary that you get after you've properly proven yourself consistently for 3-4 seasons. After being 21 years old, that's a salary that you should expect to get at 25, 26. If you've killed it at 25, 26, unless you're special, right? Now, you look at a Vinicius Junior at Real Madrid, that's Real Madrid. They're not dumb, yeah? There's a reason why they've won how many Champions Leagues now? 14? If I've lost count, that's how many they've won. I've lost count. They're a special club, yeah? Then Barcelona, that's another caliber, yeah? Arsenal, that haven't done much in the last 20 years. Let's be honest, yeah? Up until now. It's only now that after this last season that you've seen them play, they've started to show remnants of what they used to be. When we all remember what the old Arsenal were like, yeah? It's only now where you've like, oh wow, you have to take Arsenal seriously again. They're dishing out a contract for Saka, who's 21, 300k a week. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. So when you turn to Mason Mount, it shouldn't just be a given. Oh, here you go, mate. It's 250 grand a week. Not a problem. Now, with Mason, there is the one issue here that Reece James has got the same similar sort of deal. And he's already put pen to paper. I've made this point before, though. Personally, does anyone disagree that Reece James is, in fact, world class? Or at best, at minimum, he's heading there. No one will disagree with you. The only thing holding him back is his injuries, because he keeps getting injured. Hopefully next season he'll be fine. But no one doubts. Hence the reception he even got from Vinicius, from Benzema. Benzema walked to him asking for his shirt. Mate, there's levels to this. Mason Mount, you can find a lot of people that will disagree. If I was to say, is he world class? You'll find a lot of people that will go no. You'll find a lot of people that will say yes. You'll find a lot of people that will say no. It's 50-50. There's a big debate. It's very unsure. It's uncertain. It's volatile. That goes to show. There's doubt. Which means he's not proven to be the level in order to get this sort of salary yet. That's how I see it anyway. If you were to talk about 200 or so, well, yeah, okay. 200 is fair. And as far as I'm concerned, it seems like Chelsea actually put that offer on the table. That's fair. For me, I think that's fair. So, for me, you can't be mixing the two. Oh, Saka got it, therefore Mount should get it. No, that's apples and pears. As far as I'm concerned, Saka shouldn't have got this. Again, we're talking about 200 and around that, max. Don't go above that, man. Don't go above that. 300, come on. He gets more than Kante. He gets more than Kante, mate. Kante's on 290. Saka's on 300. Nah, come on, man. Come on. Even though, look, Kante's had his time, and again, he's had injuries and whatnot, absolutely, but come on. This is what I'm saying. There's levels to this. Anyway, let's wait and see what happens in relation to Mason Mount. Let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know your thought about Saka as well. Do you agree with what I said? Or do you actually think he warrants 300? Or are you just a neutral that goes, no, look, the market's the market. Right now, inflation is inflation. 300 now is what 100 used to be. Are you just of that? You know, so you don't have a problem with it. Let me know. Much appreciated. And I will see all of you tomorrow for the preview for Manchester United versus Chelsea as we head to Old Trafford for probably another L. But we need to see things. And I will outline them tomorrow in the preview. So make sure you're here for that. Thank you very much for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you are new. Hit the notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash the like button if you've enjoyed this. I will see all of you tomorrow. Have a good one, people. In a bit. Take care and peace.